California Reservoir is full for the first time since 1998. The beautiful state of California is home to more than 3,000 lakes and reservoirs, each of which has seen its fair share of extreme weather. From dangerous floods to thirst-quenching droughts, California lakes have seen it all. One reservoir in particular, Lake Casitas, has struggled to retain sufficient water since its construction in 1959. But now, it is finally full for the first time since 1998 and only the fourth time ever. The history of Lake Casitas. Lake Casitas was built, along with the Casitas Dam along the Ventura River, in 1959 by the United States Bureau of Reclamation in order to provide irrigation and drinking water for the nearby Ventura County. The very next year, the lake filled for the first time when Southern California saw 20 inches of rain in just a few weeks. However, it would be another 18 years before Lake Casitas filled again. The Olympics were held at Lake Casitas, along with providing drinking water to its local residents. Lake Casitas' biggest boast is that it hosted several water sporting events during the 1984 Olympic Games in Los Angeles. Luckily, the lake had only filled for the second time in its history 6 years before, in 1978, so once the Olympics rolled around, there was still enough water for the rowing and canoeing events. Lake Casitas didn't fill again for 20 years. It wasn't until 1998 that Lake Casitas was finally full of water again. Then, the water level quickly deteriorated again as the valley went through a drastic and elongated drought over the next 25 years. By 2023, the reservoir was all but empty, and the Casitas Municipal Water District was seriously considering implementing emergency measures as the residents surrounding the reservoir had little to no drinking water. The lack of drinking water in Ventura County. The consistent lack of drinking water in Ojai and parts of Ventura of California's Ventura County has always been a pressing issue. The county has implemented permanent water conservation measures, regardless of shortage or emergency, because it so frequently runs out. Water features can only use recirculated water. Leaks and breaks must be corrected within 48 hours, irrigation can only be used for 10 minutes at a time, and water cannot be used to ocean sidewalks, patios, or driveways. Why is Lake Casitas so often empty? Now, you may be wondering why a human-made reservoir built specifically to provide water to local residents doesn't seem to retain sufficient water to do so. While 30% to 40% of the lake's water is supplied by the Ventura River, water only passes into the lake during high flow, and the rest comes directly from rainfall. That means that if there was limited snow or rain that year, the river wouldn't be high enough to deliver water to the lake. Lake Casitas is full again. Against all odds, Lake Casitas is full again for the first time in 25 years and the fourth time in its 70-year history. It is an incredibly exciting time for local residents and those who have spent decades waiting for the water to return. Mary Bergen, a member of the Casitas Municipal Water District's Board of Directors, told the press, "It's one of the most beautiful things in the whole environment around it. Everyone is excited, including myself." Intense rainstorms in California filled Lake Casitas. Bergen and other residents of Ventura County have the recent rainstorms to thank for the abundance of water in Lake Casitas. Substantial rain raised the water level to 70% last year from just 28% in 2022, but it was the recent rains in Southern California that pushed it to 100%. California rainstorms weren't helpful everywhere. While Lake Casitas is thriving thanks to the excessive rains, many other areas in the state aren't faring as well. In early February 2024, two major atmospheric rivers unleashed extensive rain and intense winds on the state, causing significant damage. Between power outages, dangerous flooding, downed power lines, falling trees, and mudslides, 2 people died, and 16 million people were put at risk last month. Another drought could be right around the corner. With such intense rains, at this moment in time, it's hard to imagine that California will ever be dry again. However, another drought isn't just possible, it's extremely likely. Drought has always been quite common in Southern California as the region has one of the most variable climates in the country. However, it's not just the natural weather that's causing California's droughts. Thanks for watching.